decided that it's easier for you guys if you can come to the podium and speak, so we're going to do it that way. Did you want Kathy? You're on. Want me to do that?
I'm sorry, Sarah the hot act to follow. I just want to make sure I'm walking in the right shoes here. First of all, we're going to give both Hatch and Wes 5 minutes to introduce themselves. Originally, this meeting was going to be about them, so I still want to give them enough time to talk so you know who they are. So I don't know who wants to go first. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot.
So I don't have a card. This is going to stay for 3 minutes. And then it'll start counting.
Just kind of an idea.
All right. First off, who made the sandwiches today? Can you raise your hand? Debbie, they're amazing. Thank you. That's a really good sandwich. And thank you to Star Republican Women for putting this on. We really appreciate it. So that is my wife. Where'd she go? There she is. She's taking a picture. We've been married for 21 years. We have 3 boys, ages 12, 17, and 19. And from Brady, Texas. A lot of y'all actually here in Horseshoe Bay know. Did I hear an amen? Did I hear that? A lot of y'all actually know people from Brady that have moved over here and helped develop Horseshoe Bay and everything. So for me, grew up in Brady. I ended up joining the Air Force. Went to basic training 2 months after September 11th. Being I guess you'd say a redneck from Brady, I did well enough on my test. They said you can pick any job you want. So I picked ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Went and did that. Got out in 2008, and got back to Brady. I wanted my kids to grow up in Brady like I grew up in Brady. Felt that was the best place to raise our kids, where they would know who they were as individuals. They could go to our shop. We have a family repair business, or family heavy truck repair business. And so my kids have gotten to grow up in that. We now homeschool our kids for the last several years. But I think that being Brady is very critical. You know, getting out of the Air Force with the top secret clearance and working on ICBMs, you can get really good paying jobs, but I wanted to raise my kids in that environment, so I was willing to go back there. Now, let's get into the politics side of it. I started looking at it. I'm a bit of a gun nut. Some of y'all have probably seen that in some of the mailers that have gone out. But I started looking at our gun laws, and we didn't have open carry. Open carry was not allowed in Texas. So in 2011 was the first time I went to the Capitol. There was a ton of activists, not just me, there was a ton of activists going to the Capitol. We're pushing for open carry. They said, hey, you can legally walk around with your rifle. Why can't you have your pistol openly carried? We were one of only 6 states that didn't allow that. We were in the category of Illinois, New York, New Jersey, Florida, and California, if I remember correctly on that. Anyways, 2015, through a lot of activism and putting pressure and good legislators that stood for what they campaigned on, we ended up getting open carry passed. Then came the push for constitutional carry. So going to the Capitol every session. I don't think I've missed a session since 2011 of going to the Capitol. But in 2021, I got to be part of the team for Gun Owners of America that helped get constitutional carry passed. That was something that the Republicans told us we would never get passed in Texas. Remember, we have a Republican majority for a long time now, over 20 years, and we had Republicans working behind the scenes against us, trying to kill that bill. The reason that got passed is because people came to the Capitol and put pressure on the legislators. Government's controlled by those who show up, and that is what happened. That's exactly how we got a bill passed that took years in the making, when it should have been passed long ago. But for me, what became really obvious at that point was that we had Democrats that were being appointed as chairs. Our Republican Speaker of the House was putting those Democrats in those positions, and that's how a lot of our Republican priorities were getting killed. And then your legislator would come back to the district and say, oh, we supported it, but the Democrats killed it, hoping that you didn't realize that the Republican Speaker of the House is the one who ceded power to the minority party, which is insanity. That's one of the reasons have y'all heard I'm a career candidate by the chance? I'm still waiting to get paid on that. By the same token, I think I've run as many times as Donald Trump, so take that for what it is. But it became very apparent that I ended up running last time against Murr because there was an amendment to stop having Democrat chairs there, and Andy voted against that. He basically was saying that he's okay with Democrats chairing committees. So I got the race, ran against him. Race was over. I ended up getting hired as the state director for Gun Owners of America. I spent every day at the Capitol this session. We ended up killing 152 anti-gun bills. If you remember, we had. I'm watching the time clock there too. I thought it was 2 hours that we started with. Anyways, I'll be really quick here. Got in the race again because our current state rep was the leader of the Paxton impeachment, and they were pushing it with no sworn testimony and forcing it through the House in only a 48-hour period. I jumped in the race, and we were doing really great. Pretty sure polling showed us doing great because Andy ended up dropping out 5 months into the race, and now here we are running again. So I want to hit these real quick. My endorsements, I've been endorsed by Ted Cruz. I wish I had time to play the video. He just sent me a video with him recording it saying that he proudly endorses me. Endorsed by Ken Paxton, Sid Miller, who else we got there? Chip Roy, U.S. Congressman Chip Roy. And then also the fun one, Ted Nugent, if you remember Ted. So. Anyways, our biggest issues, which I hope that answering these questions, is we have to fix how the House operates. If we don't change how our state House operates, we will not change anything up to this point. So, thank you.